Hey Sagittarius, hold on a sec. Goodness, I had to turn them fans off. Y'all, it has been such a roller coaster in my house today. We've had the heat on for the first time, so you know that it kind of has to burn off because you haven't used it in like a year. Anyway, we almost had it on for too long because it warmed up so quickly outside. It was like, it's hot in here. Anyway, so as you can tell, I have procrastinated much of the day. I had y'all's cards laid out since yesterday. Didn't do it. Um, but today, and I sat down, Spirit was like, no, no, no. We've had a major shift. So you need to reshuffle for Sagittarius. And that's what I did. Um, if you aren't aware of what that shift is, definitely go check out the post that I made about Pluto moving into Aquarius today. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. I feel like it's going to be a really interesting time. But this is not your full moon reading. And you guys are last of the mutable signs, one of the two last ones. And so we're going to jump right in. I feel like Sagittarius, you guys have like a lot of energy. I want to say pent up. I feel like you're expressing it. Some of you may be expressing it negatively. So Spirit is wanting you to channel your energy in a more positive and creative way. And for many of you, it's like channel that energy into taking care of yourself, into loving yourself, into nurturing yourself. And also a lot of you, I'm going to say all of you, definitely need to ground your energy. We go into Mercury retrograde next week. And you guys being a mutable sign are going to be heavily impacted, quite likely, by Mercury retrograde, which may be also why I see this nostalgic energy showing up as well. So let's talk about it. Guys, we are going to use the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck just to see what's what, one particular deck, and we're clarifying with traditional tarot. So this particular portion of that deck is the major arcana, and it tells the main theme for you over the next probably month to 3 months, and that's going to be fertility. The Empress. The Empress is the ultimate divine feminine energy. Okay, she is the natural caregiver, right? She's definitely intuitive. So some of you guys definitely, if you are having dreams, need to be paying attention to your dreams because they're likely some type of information or understanding that needs to be obtained through that. So there's that creative energy, there's that expressive energy, that sensual energy. But that can also translate to like a fiery energy and an aggressive energy. Um, what's happening with Mars right now? It's something significant with Mars, but also Mercury like governs communication. So again, be very aware of negative attitudes or fiery arguments that could be possible at this time. Like be sure that you channel that energy into something positive that's going to kind of ground you, such as gardening or decorating or like just anything where you can use that creative energy. I was telling my mom the other day, when we cook and we just kind of create a recipe or like that's almost similar to being in a meditative state. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but yeah, I draw, I paint, I do a lot of creative stuff. And I remember drawing something one day and feeling like I was just zoned out. And I was in the hallway. I was working in the schools at this time. I was in the hallway, people just walking by, walking by, walking by. And I looked up and then 3 hours had passed, like just quickly. And that made me kind of start. I was already looking into like the chakras and stuff and meditating and whatnot. But that made me really study that creative energy in the sacral chakra. And yeah, it's that sexual energy, but that sexual energy can also be channeled into creative energy. They are in the same chakra. So yeah, that energy that governs emotions, sacral chakra, that governs your emotions, how you feel, how you express that energy, same chakra. Your trauma stored there, same chakra. So you guys are being guided to, over this next month's period, be very mindful of that energy, that creative energy. Okay, it can go really good for you, or it can be like an explosive time. Okay, so yeah, there's that. And So basically mindful of like fiery communication is how I want to say that. Okay. Definitely channel your energy into a way that in a way that's going to be more positive, that's going to allow you to connect to yourself, but to your to other people around you, people in your world, and to your higher self as well. So getting outside is going to be super good for you. um Connecting to nature in some way, spending some time in the sunshine, starting a new project, just yeah, because right now you're showing up as feeling like, I don't want to say helpless in a situation, but some of y'all are kind of bored, right? Yeah, some of y'all are kind of bored, kind of unhappy in a situation, and you may feel like you don't have clarity, or you don't recognize yourself, or like just kind of lost on something. What is this, spirit? Some of you guys, yeah, I feel like y'all are like struggling with like mood control, like between depression, anger, clarity, confusion. Yeah. So some of you guys may kind of feel out of control in that way, or like this sense of instability. But I feel like taking some time to meditate and sit in quiet and stillness, maybe near water, in the grass, in dirt. Remember I mentioned gardening earlier? It's all going to be super helpful. Some of you feel like something is just uncertain or unknown. Like you feel like you don't have power or control over a situation. But I feel like your fear is impacting your thoughts in this way. Your spirit team, I feel like is encouraging you to surround yourself with positive people who positively impact you, inspire you, and uplift you, encourage you. Definitely, y'all, pay attention to your dreams. Some of you guys are channelers. You get messages. So, like, your ability to interpret these messages may be affected when you are not in your grounded energy. Some of you guys are feeling super nostalgic, like because you are in this bored energy, you may be thinking of either the way things were with someone. Um, this could be family or past partner, or the way things used to be. Super reflective of that. Some of you are just like, I do not want to be alone. But and it may be causing you to kind of be nostalgic about a past situation, and that nostalgia is likely leading to some anxiety, some overthinking, some sleepless nights. So prioritize your sleep as well. Saggies, prioritize your sleep. Some of you guys are feeling like, I need an adventure, like something that you used to do maybe to calm yourselves, or to calm your nerves, or to relax you, or to, like, you feel like it's not working. You may feel like yeah, if you're not feeling this already, that's what's coming up. You may feel like it's not working, but there may be like something of interest, something that comes up for you, like a new method or new modality that would be more beneficial for you guys. Say, for example, you just normally meditate. Maybe you want to get into Reiki. Maybe you want to get into pranic healing. Like, there are methods of doing things differently. Okay. So if you get in that energy where nothing's working, then take the initiative to look for alternatives, okay? I do want to say that. Yeah, this is like the beginning of a growth period for you, which is also connected to that Empress energy, that fertility card. It is a period of growth that's about to happen, and you are at the beginning stage where the seed is being planted here. So there is something here either for you guys to learn, not either, that's what that is, for you guys to learn, I feel like, or a growth experience for you to have, but you are just kind of at the beginning where you're acquiring information or knowledge or a shift of perspective, right? Somebody's giving you a new way to see something, and it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Let me dig deeper, right? Some of you guys are maybe watching someone online, but you something about that. There may be like an inconsistent relationship with that someone. You may find some type, yeah, I see what I see. You may find some type of guidance in someone, like some type of someone who can offer you some type of information or guidance or grounding assistance, whatever the case. That helps to inspire you, empower you, and help you to tap into this energy where you're able to move through, yeah, this sort of mental unrest. Ooh. Some of you, I'm telling you, you feel like you've either sabotaged a relationship. What is this? What is this? You may feel like you sabotaged a relationship, or there's a relationship that was destroyed. So I don't know if you're looking at that person or if this is something that you are like self-blaming. But be sure that you are seeing that from a clear perspective. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all, this is someone from the past, something from the past. I feel like you're processing whatever this is and feel like a loss in some regard. But Spirit is really trying to move you to your next chapter. Okay? To get you out of the energy where you're so focused on what it is you feel you have lost. Some of you feel like stuck in a situation, but it's like that self-imposed prison that we create for ourselves when we overthink something or we overanalyze or we worry about things that we either can't change or should be surrendering anyway. For many of you, yeah. If this is a romantic partnership or relationship, yeah, I feel like there have been some boundaries put in place and you guys are kind of in a ruminating stage. You may be waiting for someone to run back to apologize, but you feel like some type of disconnection from either this person or from like understanding how it's going to play out. You may feel like you're being blocked from seeing something or from seeing the truth. Or someone could have blocked you, period, like from actually seeing or having access to them. If it's like social media or phone or something like that. So there's an energy of feeling disconnected from them or that situation. And I feel like it's difficult for you to really move on from that. It almost feels like a power struggle. But But I feel like your spirit guides are trying to... There's like an energy of isolation, but not quite alone. Maybe to tap into your spiritual side, or spiritual energy, or spiritual group. To actively practice this self-love or self-care. Okay? One thing about the Empress is, yeah, she is big on self-care. All right. Let me show you here. So that was the main theme. I feel like I got into that a little bit over here too, but that's okay. And this is the minor arcana. This is going to be your day-to-day life, the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spirit. And the first card out is that Two of Swords, mental conflict, right? And we saw the Two of Swords as we were clarifying this part. But yeah, mental conflict just suggests exactly what it says. That there are some things, some contemplations, maybe even some decisions here, because you also have that Two of Coins energy, movement, choices, and decisions. But I feel like there's something, like I said, that you're not able to move forward from. Let me see what that's about, because it could be like self-doubt, or like I said, the way something went down in the past. There's something here that you are being guided to give your energy to something different, a new opportunity, a new, something that you've been curious about, maybe something you've been curious about learning. Could be a method of healing, could be to strengthen or increase your intuition. It could be to allow yourself to be honest with either yourself about a situation, or to see something clearly, or to speak a truth. Some of you feel like there's something that needs to be confronted or said. But I feel like it's not. This reminds me of someone being like, I need to get closure from this person, right? Say somebody do you dirty. You stop talking to them, and then you'll be like, he never gave me any closure. Baby, give yourself closure. I feel like closure is the biggest crock of shit ever, because you kind of give your power away to the other person to make you feel better. But really, it isn't going to make you feel better. You just want an opportunity to convince them that either you were right or they were wrong. So, like, why do we have to do that all over again? You just accept what it is, what your truth is about that situation, and move on. You don't have to get that from them. So I feel like there's a desire here to have this confrontation, and it's kind of keeping you stuck in this space. Okay? But Spirit is wanting you to see perhaps how you're keeping this painful ending, like it's replaying almost. And you're unable to heal from this situation. It's like delaying your healing. That's what I want to say. It's delaying your healing. What's that thing? Yeah. So I feel like you guys are feeling either like a lack of confidence or undeserving of something. Maybe even undeserving of like moving forward. I feel like there's a choice that needs to be made here in order for you to like move into a more balanced state or more balanced space. Now, you guys could benefit from therapy, could benefit from a counselor, a spiritual advisor, any of the two. Because I feel like this is something that, yeah, especially now, y'all. Shit. That sounds my grade right there. Y'all know what I'm saying, though, I'm telling you, from a cosmic standpoint, it is so important to stay grounded. Even last week, I feel like most of the time I feel things like probably like a week or two, sometimes even earlier than that, before the collective feels them. So even last week, like I walked so much last week because I'm like, I got to get out of these walls. I really literally felt like the walls were closing in on me. I was walking a lot, like twice a day. Uh, not a lot, but that's twice a day in the mornings and definitely in the evenings, which I typically do anyway. But it was like, yeah, you not gonna be able to skip. You got to go take some deep breaths, right? Stay grounded. Like, why do you feel so, yeah, worked up or anxious or whatever the case? And it wasn't even anxiousness. It wasn't even restlessness. It was just like tense. So yeah, and I feel like you guys are gonna be dealing with that as well with that stand your ground card. That is most definitely the energy of defense. So listen, again, there's the energy of needing to ground yourself, needing to ground yourself and stay centered. Yeah. There may be something that you guys are trying to control that you have no control over. So you are either resistant or fighting something. There's an action that you need to take that you're not wanting to take. And that translates, guys, to you trying to control something. And it's going to translate to a repeated cycle. Something that's happened before, happening again. But it's like intuitively you know this. So there's a need for you to take action before this happens. Okay? I'm going to just say that like that because I feel like that's going to apply to quite a few people. The next card, we have the 8 of Wands, positive movement forward. Look at that. That's exactly what that is, okay? However, look what we have before that. That 2 of Coins, that energy of balance. So I feel like your ability to move forward is going to be contingent upon you making a choice here with this 2 of Coins energy. Making a choice here so that you can take the steps to move forward. That card in this Oracle deck is called Movement, Choices, and Decisions, which suggests that there is a choice or decision that needs to be made in your day-to-day life, either regarding your finances, an emotional decision, yeah, something that is going to create like a significant change for you. But you have to be willing to make the choice or the decision first. It could be a business decision. It could be some other project. But I feel like there's something that you need to do. But you may be needing to get advice or guidance on that, on how to make this choice. But some of y'all are in denial or you don't want to ask for help. Sometimes, like, the strongest people are the ones who know it's time to ask for help. Okay? Some of you are like trying to do something by yourself, but you don't have to. So be very careful of that energy, okay, guys? I feel like I want to cry right there. So there's that. I feel like once you make your decision or your choice as well, you have material and spiritual prosperity. That's 6 of Coins energy. That's like something paying off or good news coming in as a result of a decision or a choice that you made that you got clear on or clear about, okay? That eliminated some confusion and allowed you to move forward, to stay focused, to stay determined, to get clear on something. Yeah. Some of you guys may end up doing some traveling. This could also just be positive progress, okay? Yeah, but there's an action you're being guided to take. Lastly is that memories of love. I feel like this is going to be something that's occurring throughout probably the next month because There's like us that with that retrograde, the retrograde is not over till like, I want to say mid-December. So it's about 3 weeks to the middle of December. So you may be grappling with feelings of nostalgia, comparing the present to the past, looking at past situations that caused you some type of hurt or harm, or that you experienced some type of disappointment or emotional loss here. Appreciate the past for what they were, what it was. Be careful of being overly attached to what it was, right? Or developing or holding on to resentment from past situations. Definitely an energy of harboring some type of anger or resentment. And maybe even trying to suppress that. Yeah, but this is ego related. Yeah. There's a need for you to take take a step back from this so that you can see it clearly, because some perspective or a mindset or the way that you are interpreting the situation is deceptive. It's self-deceptive. Yeah. I feel like you angry, you mad, you angry, but you angry at the wrong thing or the wrong person. Or that anger is keeping you from fully tapping into self-love. Or from fully allowing you to receive love. Yeah. It's affecting your balance for sure. I definitely feel like you guys would benefit from someone outside of your situation or circumstance offering you some type of guidance. So there's that. Your spiritual battle this month, and it makes so much sense, is the base chakra, the root chakra. The root chakra is the first one. When it is balanced, it allows you to be focused. It allows you to be present. It allows you to feel protected. It allows you to feel safe. It is the epitome of your basic needs, right? Your sense of security, your basic needs being met, right? So when it's balanced, you feel like those are covered. Um, you are more grounded. You feel connected to others instead of isolated or pushed out. Um, yeah, you have a healthy survival instinct and not like an overly sensitive or overly defensive energy. Uh, Definitely a sense of stability and security, and that can be your physical well-being, but also strongly connected to your mental stability and well-being as well, guys. So, Sagittarius, take care of you. I hope this was helpful, guys. I'm definitely going to leave it right there. Take care of you guys. Bye-bye.